Good morning to you. Take a live look at the KARE 11 parking lots. As you can see here in Golden Valley, our plows are hard at work clearing all of the snow we got overnight. And of course, Mobile 11 is over in the East Metro in Lower Town of St. Paul, seeing wet conditions. And as you look out your window, you're probably seeing more snow-covered roads, your backyard, your parking lot, your driveway after those flakes fell last night.
And there are also hundreds of people waking up in the dark thanks to that snow. This is the latest number of outages that Xcel crews are working to fix right now here as we start our Monday. 230, we're being told, 230 customers here without power. We're also following a few school delays, none for us here in the Twin Cities. You can find those on KARE11.com.
Yeah, meanwhile, let's get out to Guy as you pick up what you just dropped. Guy, happy Monday, sir.
Hey, happy Monday. Snow starting to slow here in the KARE 11 backyard and really across the metro. We'll catch a brief break before things, I don't want to say pick back up because it's not going to be as intense as we were finding earlier this morning. And for sure, not as intense as last night. That was kind of the heaviest part of the system. So snow has been slowing. We'll see a couple flurries move in. This area of snow off to the west, you can see over portions of central Minnesota, getting ready to approach the Wilmer area south of Alexandria. This area of snow will break apart as it tracks eastward, so I think we can see just maybe a couple more flurries throughout the daytime. But what we have now on the ground is what we're going to finish with this little snowmaker from last night. Here's your hour planner for this morning, maybe grabbing some breakfast. Roads a little slushy, clouds, some flurries, temps above freezing for this morning. Take a look at my headlines. Check this out. After, minor accumulations, if any more this morning, temps warm above freezing, roads slushy. So Jen will keep you updated on that. And our next potential system arrives later this week.
All right, thank you, Guy. Just a few seconds ago, actually, we had emergency crews respond to this crash along 252 northbound in the North Metro near 694. You can see it involves at least two vehicles. Can't really make out because of the lighting whether there's a third. This is going to be a traffic slower, at least for the time being. You can see it's already starting to slow traffic a bit on that stretch of 252 northbound. Of course, blocking the left-hand lane right there. Far from the only crash we have seen this morning. We had a rollover earlier that has since cleared. We've got this one in the Mendota Heights area. That is 35E northbound, not far from Wagon Wheel Trail. You can see that car just veered right on over the left-hand side of the road. So you definitely want to take it slow. For right now, though, 6:03, and we are going to head out to Mobile 11 again, which is right now looks like stopped at a traffic stoplight in downtown St. Paul. See that slushy road right ahead of us there. That's photojournalist Jack Stanek behind the wheel. I'm glad he's showing us the side streets. Most of your main interstates, I mean, they're wet, they're sloppy, but they're not terrible. The side roads, though, we know can be a bit messier here, and it's a crew's work to clear them. So add a couple minutes on to that morning commute. Jason?
Yeah, those crews are out and about and busy this morning. And as a reminder, if you don't want to end up like this, keep your distance from those plows, those crews out there this morning. MnDOT says there have been 15 plows hit this winter just in the area they call Minnesota's Central District. Not only could you get seriously hurt here, but the damage to your vehicle and the plows will cost thousands. And of course, the damaged plow is then out of commission for a while, which makes this whole cleanup process a lot slower. So just be careful and keep your distance this morning. Also, don't forget to download the free KARE 11 weather app before you leave your house. You can use that to get personalized forecasts so you can track when weather events are getting closer to your neighborhood. You can find that wherever you get your apps. To your headlines now at 6:05. Developing right now, 3 people are found dead inside a home in Chisago County.
This morning, investigators are trying to figure out what happened and who pulled the trigger. The shooting happened in Fish Lake Township at a home on Brunswick Road. Cece's in the newsroom this morning with everything we know so far. What can you tell us, Cece?
Good morning. Well, I can tell you that details are still limited this morning. The Chisago County Sheriff's Office says they'll give us more details as this investigation continues. But here's everything we know as of 6 a.m. Police say they went out to the home around 8 a.m. Sunday to check on the people inside after a family member couldn't get in touch. When police got there, they found 3 people who had been shot and killed. The Chisago County Sheriff's Office and the Minnesota BCA are investigating this, and based off of everything investigators have learned so far, they don't think the shooting was random. Now, of course, the medical examiner will still need to do autopsies on the 3 who were shot, and then their names will be released once family is notified.
All right, CC with the latest out of Chisago County. Thank you so much.
Minnesota State Patrol is continuing its investigation into a chain reaction crash that killed a Farmington High School senior. It happened in Vermilion Township in Dakota County Saturday on Dakota County 46 and Freeborn Avenue. The crash started when 17-year-old Rodrigo Dooley was rear-ended on a two-lane county highway and pushed into oncoming traffic. His car was then hit head-on by a Chrysler minivan, ejecting him on impact.
Sad, but it doesn't surprise me. When you're turning off 46 on the Freeborn here, people try to pass you on the shoulder all the time. So it's pretty common. Nobody slows down.
Incredibly tragic. The Dakota County Sheriff says the woman who rear-ended Rodrigo works as a dispatcher at the Dakota 911 Center. So the Sheriff's Office has turned their investigation over to State Patrol to avoid a conflict of interest.
We're still waiting to learn more about a Stillwater man police shot and killed Saturday after he allegedly shot at his neighbors and officers. Stillwater police say before they arrived at the Curve Crest Villas apartments, the suspect started shooting shots, injuring several people. Police Chief Brian Mueller told reporters that the suspect shot at the officers in the parking lot before officers returned fire. That suspect was taken to a hospital and later pronounced dead. We still do not know the suspect's identity or motive here.
Thousands of Cub Foods grocery store employees are heading back to the bargaining table tomorrow. They're members of UFCW Local 663. Over the weekend, they met at Cub Foods locations in Maple Grove and St. Louis Park to demand better wages and worker protections. The employees were considered essential workers during the pandemic.
We went through the last couple of years pandemic. They told us we are the heroes, but those days are over. We are from hero to zero. So I'm fighting for dignity and protection for my co-workers.
We have reached out to Cub Foods, but have not yet received a response.
Happening today, Governor Walz is temporarily turning over power to Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan while he gets a colonoscopy. His office says it's a preventative procedure. Walz sent a letter to the House Speaker and Senate President telling him he's going under anesthesia around 1 p.m. The governor says he plans to be back in the office tomorrow.
Right now, there's limited inventory in the resale housing market in our area, and the annual Parade of Homes is looking to give home buyers another option. 383 homes will be on display to tour across the metro until April 2nd. They include model homes for purchase and inspiration if you're looking to build.
All of the homes are free to tour. 5 of the homes are dream homes, and those homes are $5 to get in. And that $5 goes to our Housing First Minnesota Foundation, which builds and remodels homes for homeless veterans and others in need in the metros.
This year, the trends are bold colors paired with rustic, warm accents. Parade of Homes will also be doing a $10,000 down payment giveaway. Good luck.
Well, let's take it back outside here. Mobile 11 by the state capitol this morning, and the roads are slick and slushy this morning because of all that snow that fell last night. So let's get right out to Guy with a timeline on when even more snow is blowing in, Guy.
Yes, well, yeah, we are tracking our next potential system that will move through later this week. So we got time for that. We'll shut the snow off completely tomorrow. And the snow shutting off right now as we speak, things are starting to slow. So I have already seen improvement here in the KARE 11 backyard. So snow turning light. It will eventually shut the snow off later this morning. Even this here data showing just cloudy skies right now, 32 northeast winds at 9 miles per hour. There's a wind chill this morning. Most of the snow off to the west, this will dissipate as it moves further eastward. So I think we'll find one more round of precip as temperatures start to warm up. A wintry mix. We could see some drizzle kind of mix in with some flurries as the precipitation comes to a complete stop later on this morning. So the next 12 hours, mainly cloudy skies. Gloomy and gray, temps up to around 36. A few peaks of sunshine even possible later on this evening. Clouds fill right back in tonight. Temperatures fall below freezing. That could create some more slick spots on the roads for tomorrow morning, so we'll watch that for you. Hey, let's take a look at your 3-day forecast. As we were talking about, more snow possible later in the week. Wednesday, we'll find our next chance for snow as snow moves in Wednesday. And then we'll have to, again, keep our eyes on that system, that potential system to arrive later in the week. Otherwise, temps warm above freezing later on this morning, so roads turn more slushy. Further accumulation should be minor, if any, for the remainder of the morning hours. So really what you have on the ground is what most of us are just going to end up with.
All right, thanks, guys. 6:10 is the time right now. To the Brooklyn Center area, Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park, where we are starting to see this slowing on 252 northbound because of this crash right down here. At least 2 vehicles on the left-hand side. You can see that left-hand lane is blocked as we've got crews responding to the crash. This is right around the area where 252 northbound meets 694. I'm going to give you a closer look at the map, and you can see that map is now starting to show 252, that slowing right there. Again, northbound lanes. As we take a look at the rest of the metro, crashes popping up everywhere. Keep in mind, quite a few of these are minor spinouts, not necessarily causing delays, but you don't want to be one of these, right? It's sloppy out there, it is slick, and it's another morning yet again. Broken record, Alicia. You want to take it slow?